Hi, welcome to today's topic about the cryptocurrency. Now, recently, El Salvador, this is a country, this is the first country in the world that has adopted Bitcoin as a legal tender. So, this illustrative of the rising global trends for embracing cryptocurrencies with all its attendant risks. So, this country has the first in the world to adopt Bitcoin as the legal tender. Okay, Bitcoin is a legal tender. Now, where is India? Now, India finds itself as the crossroad of prohibitions as well as regulations, the thrust of cryptocurrencies. Right now, in this video, we are going to see what is cryptocurrency, right? What are the challenges of the cryptocurrency? What are the advantages, pros and cons? And from the India's perspective, cryptocurrency in India. So first, what do you mean by cryptocurrency? See, the cryptocurrency is a form of digital cash which uses the encryption technology to make it secure. So what is that? It is only a digital cash. It is not the liquidity or cash which is available. So it is a digital cash. Right? So since this is a complete digital system, it does not exist in the physical form. So it does not in the physical form. It is only cryptocurrency. Cryptocurrency means it is a digital form. So records of cryptocurrency transactions have to be stored in the secure database that is called blockchain technology. So blockchain serves the role of the incorruptible ledger for most of the cryptocurrency. So it is incorruptible ledger for the most of the cryptocurrency. So people can store this cryptocurrency in virtual wallets that resembles online bank account. Like we have a bank account, right? Right? Like it might be SBI bank account or Bank of Baroda, HDFC or ICICI. We store our cash or in that bank account. Same way, we will have a virtual cash wallet. Like for example, Facebook is developing a Libra. Okay, this is in the news. Libra virtual wallet app for a Libra called as Calibra. Bitcoin has BitPay wallet. So there these virtual wallets are stored in this, right? Second, you see, Bitcoin is the first cryptocurrency that was created and held electronically. Now, how it is created? Who is a person who can create these bitcoins, right? Now you see, I'll tell you that, but bitcoins are the first cryptocurrencies created and held electronically. So it is a decentralized system, no one controls it. Like for example, in our rupee is controlled by RBI, dollars controlled by Central Bank of USA. Like every other central banks, they control their own currencies. So but Bitcoin is the digital currency which is not controlled by anyone. No one controls it. So bitcoins aren't printed, they are mined. Actually mining will be done. Okay, like the rupee or dollars, they are produced by the people and increasing business running computers all over the world using the software that solves the mathematical problem. Okay, through the software they are developed, through the mathematical problems they are developed. See, what is Bitcoin based? It is based on the mathematics, a software. This is nothing but mining of the bitcoins. We say mining. So around the world, people are using the software programs that follow mathematical formula to produce bitcoins, and this mathematical formula is freely available, so anyone can check it. Okay. Now you see, what are the advantages or positive characteristics of Bitcoin? What are the positive characteristics? See, they are decentralized, no one is controlling it. First one, flexible to use, flexibility is there for that. So no one, hence it is flexible, easy and fast setup, very fast. Like conventional banks, complicated process to open an account, bank account, merchant account for the payment are more complicated, but Bitcoin address can be set up in seconds. No questions are asked, with no fee payable, right? So it can be it can be, within the seconds it can be set up. Then it privacy protects privacy. Users can hold multiple Bitcoin address, and they are not linked to the same address or the other personal identifying information. So it is complete, because of which it is a complete transparent. That means Bitcoin store details of every single transaction where in the blockchain technology. In the blockchain technology. In the blockchain technology, every single transaction is stored. So you can check from where this transaction is taking place, where it is going, whether it has been mined, from where it has mined, etc., etc. So it tells us very clearly that it is very transparent system. So happened in the network transactions, ever happened in the network in the huge, okay, which is called as blockchain technology. Now it is also fast. Bitcoins, cryptocurrencies are fast. You can send money anywhere and it will arrive minutes later as soon as the Bitcoin networks. So process the payment also, it will process the payment system. Then what are the limitations or disadvantages? See, acceptance is limited. It is banned in many developing countries like your China or India also. See, acceptance is limited, very limited. So because most of the developing countries have banned it. Developing countries have banned it. So one more, if it is wallet is lost, how the wallet will be lost? Suppose you are storing in your hard disk system. If the system crashes, okay, hard disk crashes or wallet corrupts data, this can bankrupt a wealthy Bitcoin's investors within the second with no form of recovery. That is a major problem of the Bitcoin. You cannot recover that Bitcoins when your system or hard drive or your this one is crashed, data is crashed. So it leads to, this can bankrupt a wealthy Bitcoin, and also it is volatile. No valuation guarantee. It is volatile in nature. No valuation guarantee. It can change. Okay, and no grievances redressal. Suppose I have problem, no buyer protection in case of online purchase. I have a problem, I cannot go. Where is this redressal? Grievances. Okay, grievance redressal. And also risk unknown technical faults. Many technical faults are there in this case. So if it is, there are many technical faults, then it can lead to, crash of system, or it can lead to, there will not be any threats, but it can be lead to crash, or threats might be there, like someone can hack your system, etc. Okay, so no physical form at that time where the cryptocurrencies are in danger. So no physical form, cannot be used in physical stores. So extremely high processing power is required, and that is environmental sustainability. You require high energy consumption is very high. Energy consumption is high. If the energy consumption is high, in this case, can I say it is environmentally unsustainable? Environmentally unsustainable, because Bitcoins currently uses more energy than the Argentina every year, right? So energy consumption, see, if the energy consumption, we cannot have we cannot depend highly on renewable. So non-renewable sources are required. So if these non-renewable sources, environmental degradation takes place, which can lead to climate exchange also. So high energy consumption. So this is a direct impact. And also you see, it can use for criminal activities, money laundering, terror financing, etc. Money laundering, terror financings, etc. So these are the negatives of it. Okay. Then recently I told you Libra. This is a wallet. Another cryptocurrency is being built on the blockchain technology, and it was first announced in 2009 by the Facebook, and it will launch in the year 2021. Right. Then cryptocurrencies in India. See, the cryptocurrency market in India was developed on largely as laissez-faire regulatory space. It was developed as laissez-faire regulatory space. Regulatory space in this case. Since first, the first cryptocurrency was recorded, transactions was recorded in the year 2010. The first cryptocurrency transactions was recorded in the year 2010. But between 2013 and 2018, the government's response to the rise of virtual currencies was cautionary, and they were alerting the users to potential risks posed by the cryptocurrencies or transactions. So government was very cautious, and it was cautioning the people who are investing in the cryptocurrencies. And these fears were legitimate and stemmed from the cryptocurrency volatility, and they are also, that they are susceptible for hacking, and the fact that they could potentially facilitate criminal activities, money laundering, tax evasion, terror financing, etc. Clear? So in 2013 to 2018, government has cautioned it, and the fear of the legitimate, right? And also the first transactions of cryptocurrency in India was recorded in 2010. So cryptocurrencies, individuals, corporates to be fined. So what the government said, under the draft cryptocurrencies and regulations of the official will be fined. Those who are using this cryptocurrency will be fined. And April 2018, the RBI, see, this bill has to come, it has to be tabled in the parliament yet. Okay, this bill. And the RBI said that RBI in the year 2018 prohibited banks from providing services to the firms and individuals who deal in the bitcoins other than virtual currencies. So 2018 it was banned, but 2020 Supreme Court set aside the RBI ban on cryptocurrency transaction by setting up to April 18, 2018 circulation by prohibiting banks for entities regulated by it from providing it. So service relations to virtual currencies, same service has to be provided. Right? In March 2019, there was a committee formed called as Inter-Ministerial Committee, chaired by Subhash Chandra Garg, and this setup was to assess the viability of virtual currencies in India. Okay, virtual currencies in India, and also recommended that India should ban private cryptocurrencies such as Bitcoin. Though the draft bill is recommended maximum of 10 years of imprisonment, that is punishment, those who mine, trade, buy, sell cryptocurrencies. Right? So this is about your cryptocurrencies. And also one more thing I wanted to share with you, that the ban which was there, the court reasoned that there were alternative regulatory measures short of the outright ban through which the RBI could have achieved its objective by curbing the risk associated with cryptocurrencies trading. This was the Supreme Court. Then the UK, the lessons whatever we have learned from the other countries like US, Singapore and UK has classified cryptocurrencies as a profit, and this has paved a way for cryptocurrencies to encompassed with the regulatory legal framework in the country's economy. And UK also sought to regulate the functioning of crypto businesses while still imposing some restrictions to protect the interest of the investors. And in the US and other things, they are using these cryptocurrencies, and no exact legal classification of the cryptocurrencies in Singapore. So Singapore, US and UK, they are using these cryptocurrencies with some regulations and restrictions. So in India also there should be the upcoming is the bill. Okay, I talked about this bill, the draft cryptocurrencies and regulation official digital currency bill 2021. We need to see what are there in that, etc. So this is about your cryptocurrency. Thank you. So please do like it, subscribe it my channel.